Yo, 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 it's Overflow. What's going on, you guys? How are you guys doing today? Today, we're going to be breaking down the Misfits Brazil card. It's been rumored for a long time. If you don't know me, my name is Overflow. I just actually moved my gaming desk that was back there, and I got to replace it. So right now, it's just a mess. Don't look back there. I am a professional gamer, professional fighter now, Misfits boxer, lead at Happy Punch, and Jiu-Jitsu black belt, which is pretty cool. Today we're going to be breaking down the Silva versus Salt Poppy card. I think it'll be fun. We're going to go through this, look at some of their highlights, and see what I think about this. And then me, myself, and I, Overflow versus TSM Myth. Little sip of the G Fuel. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with my YouTube channel right now. It's been dead for quite some time, so I just figured, why not do some fight reactions? Let's see how I feel. Been mainly on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter. If you haven't been following me lately, please give me a follow over there. All right, we're gonna start from the bottom up. Let's go Overflow versus Myth. Yeah, this is a good highlight right here. This is nice. Face temper absolutely demolishing me. So judging by that, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not looking great for me against Myth so far. FaZe Sensei versus Overflow back in the day. Looking at some highlights of this, bro. Crazy how time flies, man. 2018, really a pioneer of the influencer boxing space. Without guys like me and FaZe Sensei, how would this world even go, you know? But let's go ahead and hit the highlights real quick. Oh, one of the greatest moments of all time, the takedown, bro. The takedown. I was losing the fight. I needed something to make the action go viral on it. All right, guys. FaZe Sensei's been striking since he could walk, okay? I was basically walking out to my execution with this fight. To even last as long as I did. Everybody thought that he was mad. But actually what he said to me, he goes like this. He goes, listen, I know this is all for entertainment. You're trying to be entertaining, but I gotta pretend like I'm mad at you so that, you know, because I'm the ref and that's my job. And he literally did that during the fight. Handful of body shots here. Boom, boom. 3 in a row. I tried to grab him, ended up stumbling over. And now here's the big finish that everybody loves so much. One of the best finishes in YouTube boxing, actually. This is actually, I'm glad to be part of 2 great finishes in YouTube boxing, to be honest. I think this might be top 3. The liver shots go crazy. It did take like a dozen body shots before I went down. Give me some credit. Then, of course, we have the chess boxing match with me and Chris Broad. This happened right after the temper fight. I actually had 10 days to train for this. I believe that Chris was training for about 6 months. But yeah, this was good. This was a clear victory for me. I think that he hit me once in the whole fight. That was the only time that he actually hit me, which is crazy. Good fight. Had a little bit more time to prepare and fought against a guy who had not been training since he was 4 years of age. So this went a lot better, and it was a decisive victory for me in the boxing ring.
He's extremely confident.
Let's check this out. Myth, mainly known for his Fortnite content, being a legend in the Fortnite scene, made his appearance on the same card as me on Ludwig's chess boxing event, where he fought Churdleys, won by decision over there. And Myth looks great, bro. Myth came out after that as well, and I think that he fought, I believe that he fought Hundar on... Yeah, he fought Hundar right here. Let's check this out. Boom, 200 pump. I believe on this card, it would have been evenly matched. I believe that I beat Hundar. But Myth is getting good. If he's been constantly training this whole time, it's going to be tough. But if I have a full camp for it, I think that I can compete with anybody in the mix. I've been around combat sports my whole life, but I haven't taken the time to really settle into the boxing world. With Myth just starting into combat sports, I think that this is a very close fight. As far as who wins it, I'm biased for me, but I think that this one's honestly a toss-up. Julie Polka versus Barbie. So Barbie is known for having this this crazy eye makeup, and she really, dude, she's wearing it even in the boxing ring. She comes out, she's a big girl, strong girl, really prides herself on working out. She's got big swinging shots, as you can see. She's fighting Elbrook's sister in this, and she actually dominates this fight, I believe, and ends up winning by a decision.
Unanimous decision.
Yep, so she's good, and a lot of girls in the community I know are scared of her. Let's check out Julie Polka's highlights.
Right now, Malcolm. Big time shots.
Oh my goodness, Julie Polka's coming out. She's fighting Elbrook in this. Elbrook is the current champion over at Misfits. Nice right hand by El. El is small. El is like very tiny. Julie is a bit bigger, obviously. Julie Polka wins by decision. Crazy. Dude, I think that fight's gonna be good. That's actually an exciting fight. I think that Julie looked a little bit more technical. You know, Barbie's got that size advantage as well. This is going to be a fun one. I do think that Julie can win this. Vitor Belfort versus Rahman Jr. So if you guys don't know who Vitor Belfort is,
Did it in the first round and he
Vitor Belfort, look at this. The March step forward against Wanderlei Silva. Check this out. Boom. This was like when he was 19, I think. 20, 22, something way back in the day. Big OGs in the UFC, in the MMA world. Grew up with this guy. He recently had his debut in boxing against Jacare Souza, who's also another MMA guy, mainly known for his jiu-jitsu. Let's watch this knockdown again. Let's see. But Vitor is very known for his hands, especially in MMA. This was on Game Bred Boxing, which is by Jorge Masvidal. I was lucky enough to get invited out to it too, which is awesome. Vitor has hands. He is older though. I believe he's in his mid-40s. Hasim Rahman Jr. Is one of my friends, his dad being Hasim Rahman. This is him fighting on Misfits 3, the same card that I fought on. He's fighting against Greg Hardy, a guy who was I think he was top 10 in the UFC, and he's just a big, massive man. So Rock ended up losing this fight, but he's fighting a guy with 100 pounds on him and a guy with a lot of combat experience. He did great. He had a great showing. He ended up losing by decision. But based off of the boxing skill and based off the size difference and based off the youth, right, I'm going to go ahead and say that Rock takes the fight between Vitor Belfort and Hasim Rahman Jr. I think that Rock can win that. OJ Rose versus Blueface. I think that Blueface is not going to make it to this fight, but let's go ahead and see some of his highlights anyway. Yeah, he beat Ed Matthews in this fight. You can tell that Blueface has been training for sure. Blueface, he'd be so fun to have on Misfits if he stopped getting into shenanigans. OJ Rose is very good, man. Him and Ashley Raxu was a great fight, really back and forth. This guy Callum Izzard's pretty good too. I thought he had some really great moments in the fight. But OJ Rose just dogged it out a lot more. Okay, in that fight, because Blueface is in jail, the win automatically goes to OJ Rose. But even in an actual fight, I think OJ Rose takes it. Silva versus Ashley Raxu. Oh, here I am in the background. Do you see me back there? Look, that's me. Ben Davis, sports commentator turned boxer. Also part of Happy Punch. He's going to be fighting Gabe Silva here. Gabe Silva been training his whole life. But here you go. Here's a little highlight of Gabe Silva. You can see the skill difference is too much. Now, Ashley Raxu is another guy that I would think of as being like a dog in there. Always comes in tremendous shape too. He's got some freaky stomach genetics there. Dominated Ham throughout the fight. Ham put it on a good showing. He had some heart, but you know, obviously Ashley Raxu was just a lot better in there, and he ends up winning. I believe he wins a unanimous decision. Yeah, sometimes Ashley Raxu doesn't open up as much as he could. I think that's hindered him in some fights. If he pulled the trigger more, bro, he would absolutely dominate. Ashley Raxu winning the fight, of course. If Ashley Raxu opens up, I think that he has a good chance. If he does not open up, Gabe Silva wins. Gabe Silva's been throwing hands since he was out of the womb, bro. Look at his father. His father is Anderson Silva. Come on. Temper versus King Kenny 2. Let's look at some of Temper's highlights. All right. Speaking of punched in the face, that's great. Good highlight, buddy. Him versus King Kenny. Him versus King Kenny was such a good fight in the beginning. He was even beating Slim in some aspects before he started getting caught up. But him versus King Kenny was a great fight. It was really back and forth. I would like to see how they match up now. They've both been boxing now for a couple years. So to have them fight now would be a cool matchup to me. I did think that Temper won by a split decision. Oh, fantastic. Me again. Perfect. Look at this one. You can see the perfect on the jaw. Beautiful. Love taking fights on 4 days notice. I would do it again too. Hey, my guy needed a win. That's my bro. Man used to let me sleep on his couch. Of course you could have a win, buddy. With that all being said, I'm taking my brother FaZe Temper. Bro, taking my brother FaZe Temper, man. I've known this man a decade. Jose Aldo versus Dean the Great. Now this one's crazy, bro. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be invited to this. My life gets a little hectic. Let's go ahead and see. Boom, 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 bop, bop. Yeah, Jose Aldo's got sharp hands. Sharp hands. Dean the Great coming out on Misfits 1, being a absolutely fantastic fighter. I believe that Keem and Fuzi discovered him before the blow up of Happy Punch and Misfits. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Make your opponent react to it and then throw them.
Oh my goodness. Evo Hero, where's he at? We got to see him make a comeback. I actually was working on a jiu-jitsu project with this guy recently. He's a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. And we were doing like a little influencer jiu-jitsu thing. Ooh,
really does, for sure.
Beep boop, beep up. Oh, drops him again.
I think that's the 3 knockdowns.
If this was in,
Is that it? Is that it? Is that over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, they're calling it. Yeah, they're calling it.
That's how
Yep, they're calling it. There you go. Now, with all due respect to Dean the Great, I absolutely have always enjoyed my time with Dean. Jose Aldo being a legend in the space, I think that Dean is great. Hence the name Dean the Great, but Jose Aldo is a legend, man. I don't know how Dean could close that skill gap. It's a fight that I definitely want to see, but I do believe that Jose Aldo takes the fight. Now, Whindersson Nunes versus Deji. Whindersson Nunes, if you don't know, the biggest star, he's basically KSI of Brazil. 0.4 million views. Let's see. This is perfect. Let's see. Look at the angles. The KSI angles, bro. Amazing. Look at the hair, the Takashi hair.
That's great. But a punch can still end it. So if you're
Dude, he showed out against this fight.
on him right now,
He showed out on this fight.
Great hand speed, shaking off those punches, but you have to.
Nice, great, perfect.
Talk down when he stops you. Yeah, no. There you go.
I'm just saying, at Misfits, it's not the end of the world if you lose. It really doesn't matter. They'd rather have exciting, important fights that are, you know, back and forth, that maybe you come up short than something that might be, you know, just a technical win.
There's only one fight that I gotta show. Only one thing that I gotta show. Deji, totally unbiased here. Deji's been my friend for years. Completely unbiased. Deji gave a black eye to the absolute GOAT Floyd Mayweather. So, with that being said, look at this. Look at the display. There's the black eye. There's the black eye. And that's all that needs to be said here. Deji wins this fight. Anderson Silva versus Salt Papi. The reason people are saying, why would this fight be made? Salt Papi lost, whatever. Anderson Silva is a king in Brazil. Salt Papi is the biggest star to come out of the Philippines on Misfits Boxing, on TikTok. I think that it makes sense to have this fight. Salt Papi highlights, bro. I remember when I almost fought this guy on Showstar, which is crazy. I'm glad that I didn't. I actually like being alive. But this is where I was actually supposed to fight him. I was supposed to fight him instead of Halal Hem, which is crazy. Then, of course, his big display, Misfits won against Andy Worski. Came out and he finishes him literally like immediately, bro. I think he literally comes out and finishes him in 10 seconds. Let's see this.
A lot of showboating from Salt Papi.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh my goodness, Mortal Kombat uppercuts. Dude, I want to know how hard he hit this man because he hits him so clean. Look at this. He hits him so good and puts him down, but Josh doesn't go out. But Josh cannot get back up. Like, how hard did he hit him that he can't get up? Like, I would like to know how that feels to be hit that hard that you're out but not up. Wait a second. Nice. Yeah. It's a similar problem. Oh my goodness, this footage is shot on a Game Boy Advance. Way back. This is how long he's been doing it though. Oh yeah, he fought Cesar Chavez Jr. and he actually beat him, which is crazy. Look at this, man. Anderson Silva at his age, still one of the greatest, one of the GOATs, man. You know who else I would like to see on this card is Khalil Silva, Anderson Silva's other son. Versus Jake Paul, broke some records, great fight. I still can't believe that Jake Paul put him down. But you could see that Anderson Silva, like even in this fight, you could see how good and high his skill level is to come in there and do boxing against a guy half his age and still being so crafty, man. This was a great fight. Jake Paul wins by decision. Anderson Silva versus Salt Papi. What do you think happens? I think that the size difference, I think that Silva wins. But if Salt Papi got a fight like that, that's a win for everybody. Salt's on Team Happy Punch. I'm on Team Happy Punch. But I think him getting out there is like such a W for the Misfits boxing influencer, YouTuber, boxing community, man. Anyways, guys, I've been recording this for 45 minutes. I'm going to break this down. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to edit it up. Please, if you're not following me, subscribe. Drop me a follow over on Instagram. That'd be awesome. I got a bunch of cool stuff over here on Instagram for you. Here's me and Dana White. See, pretty cool. Drop me a follow over there. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter as well. Oh, I'm fighting on Misfits Brazil, by the way. I'm Brazilian, kind of. I grew up with a lot of Brazilians. I feel Brazilian in my heart. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Actually, a fact. I'm very close with the Brazilian community. I grew up with so many Brazilians my whole life. I'm good friends with some of the biggest Brazilian streamers, actually. I think that my friend John Vlogs is massive. He's like top 2 and he's not too streamer over there. I'm a YouTube boxing OG. Without people like me, bro, pioneering the sport, who knows where it would be? Come on. I have over 1 billion views about YouTube boxing. I have over 1 billion views on my TikTok. And if you look at my fights and all the people who have reacted to it and the highlights and stuff like that, those have hundreds of millions of views, which is actually crazy. And I will have a full camp, which would enable me to defeat Myth and make him fall damage himself, all right, in the boxing ring, of course. But that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. If you guys like this kind of breakdown, let me know. I'll do more of these. I'm just testing the water, seeing what works on the YouTube channel now since I've been MIA. Love y'all, and I am over it and out.